Hello, everyone. So, a question I have been asked is how I picked my name for myself. And honestly, it's kind of a long story as the name has evolved with me over time. So, I thought I'd do a little video talking about it. In Greek mythology, there's a goddess who was known as Kor, which basically translates into little girl. One day, while having a great time hanging out in a field, picking flowers, she stumbled across the entrance to the underworld. For fun, she decided to check it out, and she liked it there. Now, Hades, god of the underworld, was like, "You, pretty girl, you're not dead. What are you doing here?" And Kor was all like, "I like it here. I'm staying." Hades was a little starved for interaction with non-dead people, so he went with it. Now, Demeter, Kor's mother, the goddess of agriculture, got upset. She started throwing a huge tantrum, and Zeus had to step in. He went to Kor and was like, "Look, you gotta go home." But in that time, Kor had fallen in love with Hades and wanted the underworld to be her home with him. Zeus got mad and said, "Fine, but you're going to go visit your mother. Also, your name is Persephone now," which pretty much translates into bringer of chaos. What's also funny about her is that the mortals were more afraid of Persephone than Hades. Hades could be reasoned with. Persephone took no crap. She laid the smack down whenever she needed to. If you were a sinner, you were not getting out of it. You were in trouble, and that's all there was to it. She really was a huge legend and deserves more credit than she gets. Anyways, back on track. A long time ago, I was joining a futuristic X-Men RP. I had been RPing for several years at this point, but as a younger person, I had a large number of characters that were extremely similar to one another. And with this new opportunity, I wanted to make a fresh, new character that worked with their power systems. I always loved the story of Persephone, and I wanted to incorporate that into this new character. In the Roman mythology, her name is Proserpina, and I liked that a lot. A shortened version of my name is Reba, so I took off the Pina part and added the Reba, making my new character name Prosereba. Time went on, and I started dating a man who would later become my husband, and he introduced me to a little-known game you've probably never heard of called World of Warcraft. I had been interested in WoW before that, but I never had a computer that was strong enough to run it. This was a long time ago, mind you. So I made myself a paladin, because they were kind of overpowered in the Wrath of Lich King expansion, which was the current expansion at the time. With my amazing typing ability, I misspelt my own name. I accidentally left out the E in the middle, making my new name Prosreba. Genius, I know. But the next expansion of WoW was coming up, and how paladins were going to work was being changed quite a bit. I was feeling nervous about it and how they were going to work, and I'd always been kind of curious about the shaman class. They have this unique ability that lets them change into ghost wolves so they can run around faster, and they summoned elements to fight. I had seen other people make alternate characters using similar names as their main character, or use part of the name in the alts. I really liked that, so I made myself a new character. I held on to the pros part of the name and all the future characters that I made. I made myself a Draenei shaman named Prospirit, who would later become my main. In WoW lore, the Draenei are from a faraway planet that got destroyed. The Draenei see themselves as one large family group, so they never divided themselves with last names. Everyone was one big family, there was no need for that division. However, when they crash-landed on Azeroth, which is the name of the world in World of Warcraft, the races that they now lived alongside used last names to help identify themselves. Some Draenei, too, took up last names, to better blend in with the world that they now inhabited and the species that they lived beside. My character was one such Draenei. She was a restoration shaman, a healer who could use spells from the elements of water. One such spell, a healing rain, literally called down rains from the heavens to heal all those who stood within it, and so she took up the name Raincaller. As I have continued my journey across the internet, I have kept the name Prospirit with me pretty much everywhere I could. Sometimes the name would already be taken, so I would have to take on Rain or Raincaller along with it. But it's just been my name for the longest time. Most of my friends call me Pros, or Pro. Some call me Spirit, all of which are fine to me. But if you're on the internet somewhere and you see a user with the name Prospirit, there's a solid chance that's me. And while I did stop RPing for a while, I stepped into writing my own stories. some fan fiction, some not. Some I've attempted to be professionally published, and one I succeeded in that endeavor. I also continued my journey onto Discord, where I run a server there, completely unrelated to Minecraft. And for the last decade, my name has been, and now forever will be, Prospirit. And that's really it, the inspiration and evolution of my name. If you liked this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. It's free, you can always unsubscribe later, and it would help me out a ton as I'm trying to grow my channel. If you have any further questions you would like to ask me, feel free to leave a comment. I can leave the answer there, or if it's one that would take a little longer to explain, I can make another video about it. If I get enough, I'll definitely make another video. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll see you all next time.